So now we have our second subject matter. This photo is pretty flat. It's a beautiful photo, but it needs a little bit more of a dynamic pop, a little more highlights and shadows brought out. So I'm going to go ahead and delete the layer I had before, and I'm going to do a brand new layer. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go up to Edit, Fill, and we're going to do that 50% gray option right here in Contents. Click OK. This is going to be our non-destructive layer. Of course, we need the gray to kind of go away. So we just go do that with the blending mode. We go down and we do an overlay. And you can tell when you toggle on and off, it doesn't affect the image at all. So now we're going to do our dodge and burn tools. Let me go ahead and get our burn tool. Let's see what we can bring out and what we can kind of change here. I kind of want a really dramatic, almost not necessarily scary, but maybe a more depressing kind of look. So I'm just kind of bringing out, I might need to make a much smaller brush and bring that exposure down. I just want a little bit. Kind of painting it on just like a paintbrush. Kind of bringing out more definition. Just changing my brush size from time to time. So just bringing out shadows there under her eyes. Right here under her lip where there already is shadows, I'm just bringing those current shadows out a little bit more. And also with hair, you can really see a big difference. So just increasing my exposure, or my exposure. Just kind of going around through here, bringing out particular things in her hair as well. Okay, and so now we can switch over to Dodge and add some highlights in particular areas. So we can go in our eyes and kind of add in highlights that way, really bring them out. So you can see how that's really coming to life. And also play around with your range as well. You don't have to be stuck on midtones. That's going to bring out your highlights a little bit more. Okay. So now I'm going to go back to midtones to do a more general painting. Just experiment, have fun with this. It'll take quite a bit of practice to master that. You can kind of see her eyes really popped out, but they almost look a little too ghostly. So what's great about this is I can always go get the eraser tool, kind of dull that off a little bit, back that off just a notch. Just wanted to really bring out her eyes. So let's go ahead and toggle what we've done so far. Let me do highlights. Let me go ahead and get my highlights. So Dodge. It's going to bring out her lips a little bit more. Okay. So now there is after, and we haven't really spent a whole lot of time with it. And let me just back off the opacity on my whole layer just a little bit because I don't want to be so high contrast. Let's go ahead and toggle what we painted. So that's kind of what we painted. You can see where we did the highlights and the lowlights. And so this is before and this is after. You got to be really careful to not overdo it. A lot of times I'll toggle that and I'll realize, ooh, yeah, you know, I thought I was in a good place, but after toggling it, I see that maybe I did the eyes too much or I did the neck too much, and you can always reduce the opacity on your layer or go back and tweak it. And that's what's great about non-destructive editing. If I don't like this, I can just start over. I still have my original image. I don't have to bring it back in and re-edit it. And you can do several different versions too. You just do as many layers as you want with this. So there we go. There's some just kind of quick ways we can edit. We're going to do the same type of concept. We're going to use blending modes and the paintbrush tool. We're going to be able to change colors really dramatically and really quickly by using blending modes.